Hey guys, it's been a while since my last video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about some news that has recently surfaced in the past few weeks that I thought was very interesting. And it has to do with the Calgary Flames. And that's if my jersey here did not give that away. But anyways, there's been some jersey-related news about the Calgary Flames. Anyways, they've decided to actually retire their Old West-themed third jersey. And they've decided that for the 2016-17 season, they've decided to make this retro jersey here their full-time third jersey again. And they're going to wear it for 12 games this upcoming season. And interestingly enough, this is also the very last season that Reebok will be the official jersey manufacturer for the NHL before their parent company, Adidas, takes over in 2017. So I thought this was pretty interesting. But anyways, what I want to do is I want to show you viewers this jersey, their old third jersey, which has just been retired. I think that just like when they kind of downgraded their retro jersey to a throwback jersey once a season back in the 2013-14 season, which I just want to also add that Calgary, since they've retired the retro third jersey and they've actually made it a throwback jersey that they've been wearing once a season from the 2013-14 season all the way up until this past 2015-16 season. So it was still a third jersey to some extent. It was just a special once a season retro jersey. But it was retired in favor of this. And for a third jersey, I thought it was pretty decent. And for a team in Calgary, I think it was very suiting. I think the look very much suited Calgary. It had the old Western style shoulder yoke. It had a very unique lace-up collar, which no other team has had. And it also brought in these new shoulder patches, which, to be honest, I've always thought they were a pretty decent shoulder patch on that jersey. And compared to their home and away jerseys, it was quite a step up. But the only thing I did not like about it was that not only did I not like the script, I think their logo is way too good to just be this small with a big script on top of it, but the striping on the arms actually did not go all the way around. And as somebody who is quite the nerd in terms of jerseys, that's a pet peeve of mine when jerseys have stripes that don't go all the way around. Unless there's certain exceptions to that, like the Stadium Series jerseys from the 2013-14 season where that was the actual design, rather than some of these teams that just have full stripes, but they just cut them off for whatever reason or just because they don't fit a template. And that's a pet peeve of mine when it comes to Nike's international jerseys for countries like Canada, Slovakia, double IHF tournaments. You know what I mean. But anyways, this was a pretty complete look. And I'm going to honestly miss it a little bit because for the second time, just like when they dropped their retro third jersey for this very jersey back in the 2013-14 season, for the second time in the past few years, I would strongly argue that Calgary has once again retired the wrong jersey. And this time, this one isn't going to be coming back. And here's one more shot. Also make note of the slightly different number and letter font compared to the regular home and away jerseys. Now, in my opinion, I think this is a really, really great move on Calgary's part. And my reasoning is because I just love the retro jersey. And you know what, the truth is I've never had anything against Calgary's old, now retired third jersey, but compared to the retro one, in my personal opinion, it's just not the same. And another thing about Calgary's just retired third jersey, to be completely honest, a lot of times, not only just me, but I've heard it from a lot of people that when they see the Flames on the ice from a distance, or if they're watching a TV and they're out somewhere, they have to double check to see if it's either Calgary or New Jersey a lot of times. And I can definitely see the similarities. And that's one thing that I've honestly never cared for about this jersey, to be completely honest. But anyways, the retro jersey, I mean, it's going to be worn for 12 games this upcoming season. And I think it's a great jersey. What I love about it is the fact that it has no black. And it is such a bright jersey. And the whole idea of the brightness of this retro jersey is to be bright like actual fire. And that makes a lot of sense. And the thing too with Calgary, if they decided to finally drop black altogether, they'd be an NHL team with a main color being red that actually has a unique identity amongst teams that wear red, because Calgary would be red, white, and gold and yellow. And right now they're red, white, black, and yellow, or gold, depending on how you say it or where you're from. But anyway, with Calgary, I mean, they're mostly red and black right now. And I find their look is pretty dull, especially since the Reebok Edge makeover that they got in 2007. It took a look that was alright, and they actually totally wrecked it, in my opinion. Like, you see the piping, you see the Canadian flag as a shoulder patch. Like, what the hell? Who the hell came up with that? And then the biggest eyesore, in my opinion, is this Alberta provincial flag on the shoulder. Like, why? It's powder blue in color, and it sticks out like a sore thumb for all the wrong reasons. It doesn't look good. It sticks out. It's almost like an advertisement on a jersey, kind of. That's what it reminds me of. And it just sticks out. It just has never looked good, in my opinion. And this jersey, I mean, the idea of the black C in the front is cool. I've never hated the concept, but compared to this, I've never liked it anywhere near the same. And what I like about this is just how bright and colorful it is compared to this. And I know there's a lot of people that believe that Calgary should have black, but in my opinion, if I had my way, Calgary would be back to their 80s retro jerseys full time, just like the Oilers. So here's another shot. I mean, you've got the black numbers on the red jersey. Yeah, it makes Calgary a little bit unique in that sense. But you see, you've got the piping on the sides. You've got the little bit of vertical piping here, if you can see it. And it, in my opinion, these Reebok Edge jerseys have never looked good. And also, here's a shot of their road jersey. Like, you see the really tiny little waist stripe here? It's something that too many teams have been doing in the past few years. And then you see the piping, you see the side panels. You know, Calgary has really not looked good in a long time, and I'm being very honest when I say that. I know it's a matter of opinion, but I don't think Calgary has honestly looked really good in a long, long time. And if they're not going to go retro full time, I think they definitely need to go towards a look that's more red, white, and gold over red, black, white, and gold. Less black, more gold. Really brighten it up a bit. And definitely lose the Reebok look. It just does not look good. And looking at these, I mean, even because this upcoming season's the last season under Reebok, like, why couldn't they have just made this the home jersey for this upcoming season? I mean, it's not the greatest jersey of all time, and it's definitely not It's definitely not the traditional Calgary jersey with a big capital C on the front, burning C on the front. Sorry, I've got a cold. That the Flames have been wearing for the most part since 1980, except, of course, their old horse jersey, the black one with the horse on the front. But this for one season would have been a perfect home jersey. And then the retro jersey as a third. I mean, if Calgary would have done that, to be honest, I think it would have looked a lot better. And I think for the last season under Reebok, I think Calgary would have actually looked a hell of a lot better. And this jersey is just such a step up from their home jersey. I think it's a shame that they're retiring this one. But under the circumstances, I would rather have the retro jersey, so this is kind of a win. But at the same time, I just don't get why they couldn't have just retired the home jersey, made this the home jersey for this season, made the retro jersey the third jersey like they have decided to do, and then bring out new uniforms next year when Adidas takes over. But anyways, so that is the news in terms of the Calgary Flames. So they've retired their old Western themed third jersey, and they've decided to make their retro jersey as seen here their new full-time third jersey that'll be used for a dozen games this upcoming season. Now, another thing I want to quickly mention before I wrap up this video is that lately I've been dealing with a really bad virus, and I'm hoping to get back to making videos more consistently again once I get better. And I'm hoping, but it's not a full guarantee yet. But what I can tell you viewers now is that once we get into November, I think you'll find that I will be posting more frequently again. And I'm really looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I just want to quickly throw it out there yet again that October is a really busy month for me. And I just want to make sure my regular viewers and subscribers I just want to remind you guys, just in case you're wondering why I haven't been posting as frequently. So anyways, with that, that's news about Calgary and their third jersey. And actually, wait, I just remembered something else I wanted to mention. So this actually did not get recorded in Reebok's catalog in terms of jersey changes. And I honestly found that very odd that it wasn't even announced that, oh hey, Calgary's considering whether to keep or retire their third jersey. So I found that odd, but I think I can kind of explain it. Because Calgary had this retro jersey as a once-a-year retro jersey, they still had it listed as an alternate uniform. So I think when Calgary just decided to retire the cowboy-themed third jersey, they didn't really have to make anything official because the retro jersey is already listed as an alternate. They could just sub out their now retired third jersey and just sub it in for the retro one. And I'm pretty sure that's why we did not hear anything in terms of changes from the Calgary Flames coming out of the Reebok catalog. But the fact that it wasn't even mentioned, though, I must say it's pretty interesting. And actually, one more thing I want to mention too. With Calgary making this jersey their full-time third again, with Adidas getting ready to take over for the 2017-18 season from Reebok, for those of you that are huge fans of this jersey just like myself, I kind of think that maybe, just maybe, it's not a sure thing, and it very well may not happen. But with Calgary making this their third jersey for this upcoming season, I would not be surprised if Calgary is actually considering pulling an Edmonton Oilers and going back to this look full time. And to be completely honest, I really hope that they do. Calgary is just yet another red and black team in the NHL, and I think going back to this look, not only would they look better, but I would argue that Calgary would have their own unique identity again, and as far as I'm concerned, it's about time. And anyways, with that, that's it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, until I make my next one, take care, and once again, as always, bye for now.